I was 17 once, scared, curious, trying to grow while secretly wishing someone could just hold my hand and say, "You're doing okay, you're doing great, you're not stupid for everything you're going through." So, this is for her and every girl like her.
Oh, he's so cute as a child. See, this is even plaza like if you're an Aquabomite and he's staying with you. This was cultural day. I look drunk, but I'm not. I guess it's the way they snapped it. But this was in secondary school, my cultural day. I think just three. I think just three. My graduation picture. I was quite a baddie. See the pride and smile on my face for my primary school graduation. Hey there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is UNIOKID in Yogurt. If you're not, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a message to my 70-year-old self and every other girl that's like her. So this video is not necessarily restricted to 17-year-old. You could be 14 and still listen to this video because it's going to be quite helpful. You could be older and still listen to the video. These are all helpful lessons I have learned in my 17-year-old self. So let's get into this. And disclaimer, in case I look tired and I look sick, something like that, and my voice feels odd, please just know that I'm down with cold. Like, I'm feeling cold. And the catarrh and the rub. I'm just smelling rub. If you guys could smell the environment around me, rub. Let's get into this. At 17, I was a mix of big dreams and insecurity. I was insecure about my face, my voice, my future, my body, my family. The only thing I remember not being insecure about was my studies, because I was really doing well in my studies. But every other thing around me, I just felt very insecure about it. I didn't know how to say I'm struggling without feeling like a failure. I didn't know that it was okay to not know. And I wish someone could have told me this. So there are 10 lessons I wish I knew when I was 17 years old, and I'm going to list them all now. I wish I knew that it is very okay to not feel understood, even among your friends. That there are sometimes you will feel like you're an alien in the sea of humans. You may be saying something, you may be expressing your dreams, you may be narrating something to your friend, and they just don't get you. They just think you're weird or something like that. I want you to know that you're not bad. You're not doing anything bad. You're just being you, and it's very okay for you to be you. It's very okay for you to feel misunderstood with your ideas and with your dreams. You are not insane, okay? I wish I knew that you don't have to say yes to everybody just because they are into you or into your time. Some people are genuinely better off as acquaintances. Some people are genuinely better off as hi friends. And I wish someone had told me this when I was 17, because just because people used to, like me or like the way I study or this I felt like they could be my friend. But at the end of the day, when I just thought about it now, I'm like, those people were actually better off as my acquaintances. People I could say, oh, I knew them, but they're not my friends. I wish I knew that you could start now, even when you're unqualified. Like, let that sink in first of all. And I don't mean you don't have the skills and you're going to apply. No. I mean, when you feel like you're stuck while learning a skill, start applying. That is the moment you should start applying. And I wish someone had told me this earlier, because a lot of people normally say start now, start investing now, start learning a skill now, start this, that. Do not tell you to start applying when you've not learned the skill, when you've not completed the skill. No, that's not what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you that when you get stuck with learning a skill, start applying. And I wish someone had told me that when I was 17. I wish someone had told me that it is very okay to take breaks in things that you are even excellent in. Like, I love math. I love solving math problems. I love physics. I love further maths, secondary school back then. But I wish someone could tell me to take breaks, because taking breaks, like, you're very good in schoolwork, but when you take breaks and relax and come back again, you will not just be good, you will be better and you'll be best at it. So I wish someone had told me that it's very okay for you to take breaks, that breaks are not something that is a luxury. Breaks are a necessity. Like, there was a reason why God worked the whole 6 days and rested the one day, because rest is something we are meant to be doing. So please, it's very okay for you to take breaks. You've worked, take breaks. The fifth lesson I wish someone had told me is that it is very okay to not want things that others are wanting at the moment. You are different, so accept it. Like now, to my 17-year-old self, there are a lot of things I wanted that a lot of people around me weren't wanting that thing. Or maybe they wanted it, but like they didn't want it with the intensity I actually wanted it. And because they weren't desiring to have what I wanted, I felt very not accepted. I felt fully not belonging into them. So it's very okay for that. You are a different human being. Every person is different. Our likes and wants and desires are not meant to be the same. So accept every part of you. And even now, I'm still trying to teach myself that lesson. I'm trying to accept that lesson, because it's very vital. The sixth lesson I wish someone had told me when I was 17 is that if you feel like school, this is a very controversial thing, but I'm still going to say it. If you feel like school isn't really your thing, like even when you're doing excellent in school, like your grades are grading, and your like all your lecturers and all your teachers, they praise you for being smart, intelligent, but then you still feel like school is not meant for you, please, you are not alone. I have felt it so many times. But just because I am excellent at it doesn't mean I like school. And you are not alone in it. So the seventh lesson I wish someone had told me when I was 17 years old is, if you feel like there are numerous personalities inside of you, accept it. That's just what makes you human. As humans, we are not meant to be one-faced. We are actually meant to have multiple, should I say multiple faces, multiple personalities inside of us. Excuse me. So if you feel like there are numerous personalities inside of you, like a part of you wants to be a lawyer, a part of you wants to be a doctor, a part of you wants to be an artist, be an architect, accept it all. Just like me, in my secondary school, I didn't know what I wanted to be. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. The reason I chose software engineering was because I didn't want to do medicine back then, and I didn't want to do engineering. So there was no particularly science course I could do as a science student. And a lot of my mates, especially the males, were choosing software engineering, and they were like, it's a cool course. And I was like, okay, let me join the cool course. Now I'm in university, I'm like, that's not exactly what I want to do, but I'm not struggling with the course, but that's not what I want to do. And there are times I wake up and I feel like I want to be a lawyer. I feel like I want to be a doctor, I feel like I want to be a YouTuber, just various parts of you, and those are what makes you you. So accept it. The eighth lesson, this is eight, right? The eighth lesson is that I wish someone had told me when I was 17 years old is that you shouldn't feel bad for being an introvert. Just because you're someone who doesn't like making small talk, or just because you don't like really opening up to large groups of people, you just like your circle closed and your discussions one-on-one to people, shouldn't make you feel bad. Please, you have strengths that you're probably not even aware of, and I wish someone had told me that when I was 17 years old. I have great listening skills. I don't want to, brag too much, but I feel like I really do a good job at listening to people. I do a really good job at observing. Like I have pretty decent observation skills. And I wish someone had told me that it wasn't bad, that it's very okay. You have the strength of being able to see patterns beyond the surface. Like I feel like this is something people don't really talk about, but as introverts, we are able to see when someone is going through a problem and the whole crowd is not able to see it. And that's the strength that you should acknowledge. So acknowledge it. And I wish someone had told me this when I was 17. And now I know this. I'm always going to accept it because that's who I am. The ninth lesson I wish I learned when I was 17, and I think I've talked about it in my previous video, I think 2 videos ago, where I said, is it okay for Christians to ask questions? And that is where my ninth lesson came from. And being a Christian doesn't mean you don't get to ask questions. Okay? So I wish someone had told me this when I was 17. And the 10th lesson is that it's very okay to struggle with things that you're not good with. You're not a failure for doing that. It's very humanic and it's very okay for you to struggle with things. Okay? So I wish that someone had told me that my worth isn't even in what I do, but who I am. And who I am never changes. So even if earth and heaven and whatever may pass away, me being the child of God never fades away. And I wish someone had told me that. So if you're 17 or less or above, I want you to know that in your life journey, you are not alone. You are allowed to grow slowly. You're allowed to be in the process. You're allowed to be imperfect. Because the only person that's perfect on this earth, or the only person that's perfect, is God in heaven. The rest, So accept your imperfection, because even the Bible tells us that it's on the last day when Jesus Christ comes that we will be made perfect. So every other struggle you're trying to make to be perfect isn't really perfecting. So you're allowed to be imperfect. You're allowed to grow slowly. You're allowed to be in the process. You're becoming who God has designed you to be. So it's very okay for you to make mistakes. It's very okay for you to struggle. What never changes is who you are. What never changes is your value. And I want you to accept that you are who you are in Christ. And who are you in Christ? You are... Actually, I used to see it this way, that if Jesus Christ is the Son of God, that means I am a sister to Jesus Christ. That's what I used to see, and that's how I see it. So please share this with somebody who you feel needs this video. I really wish that this video could reach a lot of 17-year-olds, a lot of girls who are still growing up, and even those that are even more than 17, more than the age I'm even mentioning. I wish this video could reach so many women and know that these challenges that I faced and felt like I was alone, they are not alone. So please like this video if you really enjoyed what I said. Subscribe to this channel. Comment the lesson you learned from this video. Like, what lesson are you picking with you. Follow me on my socials. Share the video to someone who needs it, or you could even save it to your playlist so that you could come back to watch it when you want to watch it. Thank you for watching this video. Weirdly, I feel very happy to make this video because normally every other video that I sit down and talk, I feel like I always remake it and cry over it. But this time around, I feel like it's coming out of me like really passionately. So I really enjoyed making this video as much as you would enjoy watching the video. Thank you for watching. See you in another video next week Friday. Remain blessed, stay blessed, and bye.